setup. Nice. All right, so it is 9 o'clock and we are on Friday. I just like to remind you guys, mostly to remind myself because I very quickly forget what day it is each week. And we're gonna do some yoga. So as always, we start exactly the same way because this is the way to kind of give everybody time to slowly meander onto class. And it's the way that we can kind of, if we're missing a couple seconds of it, we know what we're missing. And we get our brains together and functioning and knowing what's gonna happen. As usual, if you have blocks, please have them nearby. If you have water, have them nearby. Have a blanket nearby. Always all the good stuff. It is cold in the studio this morning. It's just cold everywhere. All right, go ahead and lay down on your bellies. Ignore me crawling towards you. I just have to turn my voice off because I sound like a chipmunk on speed. So once you're on the mat, go ahead and place one arm on top of the other. Let your forehead rest onto your arms. Close your eyes. And start to take some big, deep breaths into your belly. So as you inhale, feel the abdomen expand, pressing against the mat. And then as you exhale, feel the belly contract a little bit, moving away from the mat. Allow your eyes to close. I just keep my head lifted so you can hear me. Breathe nice and slow here. Notice how the body's feeling. If there's any tension in the abdomen, any tension in the hips or the waist or the shoulders. Notice the parts of the body that are tight and parts of the body that feel soft. Also take stock of the parts of your body that feel strong today. Do you feel strong in your legs, in your arms, in your abdomen? How about your back? And then there's the parts of your body that might feel weak. Is there weakness in the muscles that make up the legs? Is it the lower legs, the upper legs, upper or lower arms? And then finally, let's go ahead and take stock of what's going on internally. Even if we're just going into the physical realm of internal, how's your digestion? How's it been since you've been safe at home? Slow, fast? Have you eaten better, worse? How's your mental state? How's your level of agitation and awareness and discouragement or encouragement? How's your faith in humanity holding out? And if you smiled or snickered at that, then we're probably on the same page. Go ahead and take your legs nice and wide apart. Bend both your knees and start to windshield wiper your legs from side to side. Let the movement be slow and steady, like a little rocking sensation, just to get the body moving. Let your hips soften a little bit in your lower back. And take your time. It's Friday morning, we're heading into the weekend. Look for some nice deep stretches here. And I'm kind of playing with the idea of deep stretches and some kind of fun chaturungas. Don't leave, it'll be great, I promise. One more time from side to side. Come back into center, extend your legs. And go ahead and press back into child's pose. You know it, we love it, child's pose. Let your hips come back towards your heels, your knees be nice and wide apart if you'd like them to be. Let your head rest towards the floor on your arms. Don't be in a big hurry to get yourself all the way down onto your mat. Let yourself be where you can be. And then from here, walk your arms to the left, big deep stretch in child's pose, reaching your right arm away from your right buttock. And then like all the way over to the right. Stretching your left arm away from your left buttock, giving that nice deep stretch. And then back into center, big stretch here. And we're going to slide forward into hands and knees. Little cat-cow action. Inhale, let the belly draw down, lift your chest, lift your hips. And then exhale, round your spine. Pull up and in through your lower belly, let your chin draw towards your chest. Let's do this about 3 more times. I'm still stuck on that repetitions of 4 thing that I have in my head, which is good to know, I think. 2 more. One more. Bring your spine to a neutral position. Hands are going to stay under the shoulders unless they need to be forward just a little bit. Extend back your right leg. Toes are pointing down. We're going to cross that right leg over the left calf. So you're just tucking your toes and pressing the heel away. And then you're going to turn your head and your upper torso towards the left, looking towards that right heel. Looking for a big deep stretch in your right side. And then nice and slow coming back to center, lift your right leg back up, and then exhale, lower that right knee right back down to the mat. We're going to do the same thing on the left. Inhale, extend your left leg back. Cross your left leg over your right calf, tuck your toes. Look towards your left heel, turning the upper body towards the right. Just getting that nice stretch all the way through the ribs and the sideways. Come back into center, lower your knees to the floor, and come back through cat-cow. As you inhale, lift your chest and your head. As you exhale, round your spine. 2 more. Last one. Bring your spine to a neutral position. Walk your hands forward if you need to. Tuck your toes and come into a down dog, lifting your heels as high as you can and bringing your torso closer to your thighs. Press away through the base of the thumb and the first finger, spreading the fingers apart, and then walk out your down dog. You can use blocks here if you'd like to, or you can even roll up your mat and place the heels of your hands on the mat and fingertips to the floor. So you're just kind of rocking out, finding that happy down dog place. One more time like this, shaking out your head if you need to, softening your neck and your jaw. And then we're just going to go ahead and lift the heels as much as we can, really bringing that chest closer to the thighs. And then as we inhale from here, I'd like you to shift forward into a plank. And then as you exhale, roll back and come back to down dog. Now you might feel like you're just a plank moving on 2 hinges if you just drop back and forth. So this time as you exhale, round your spine and roll yourself back. As you inhale, come back into your plank. Exhale, round your spine and roll yourself back. One more. Inhale, come into your plank. Exhale, round your spine and roll yourself into a down dog. Go ahead and walk out that dog again. And let's continue walking out that dog as we walk those feet forward towards the front of our mat. Walking it forward. Bend your knees, let the body fold. Shake out your head, soften your neck and your jaw. Make sure your toes are facing in the same direction here. You want them facing forward towards the front of the room. And we want them to be on the same line. Make sure your knees aren't rolling out to the side. Let's keep those knees right over top of the ankles. And then for those of you who are using blocks today, by now, you should be used to be saying that. Press through your feet, place your blocks where they need to be, and come all the way up. Tuck in the pants, roll the body to standing. Roll your shoulder blades back. Make sure your knees aren't rolling out and your feet didn't change positions. And then exhale and lower the arms down by your sides, finding that mountain pose. Roll your shoulder blades down and back. Find that strength. Find your pelvis. And then as you inhale, reach your arms all the way up. And then as you exhale, we're going to fold all the way back down. Bend your knees on your way so that you can keep the spine nice and long. And then shift that weight towards the balls of the feet and give yourself a forward fold wherever that might be. Inhale, place your hands onto your shins, going through some sun salutations. Exhale, take it right back down. Inhale, warming it up with the right leg back, find your lunge. Exhale, taking your left leg back, find your plank. Lower just your knees, lower the chin and the chest. Inhale, lift your heart. All right, so we're going to change this up a little bit. I want you to lower your chin and your chest again, tuck your toes, exhale. Inhale, push back to plank. Exhale, round your spine to get back to down dog. Inhale, right foot forward in between our hands. I know, I can hear some of you going, Nicole, it's too early for that. Exhale, left foot forward. Inhale, come all the way back. Take a slight back bend. Exhale, take it all the way down. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left leg back, find your lunge. Exhale, right leg back, find your plank. Lower your knees, lower your chin and your chest. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, lower your chin and your chest. Tuck your toes. Inhale, push up into plank. Exhale, round your spine and come back to down dog. You know you can always just skip that whole part if you want. Inhale, left leg comes forward. Exhale, right leg comes forward. Inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, take it all the way down. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, right leg back. Beautiful. Exhale, left leg back. Now we'll try it from plank. If you don't want to do it from plank, don't do it from plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, back into chaturanga. Inhale, push up. Exhale, round and reach back. Inhale, right foot forward. Exhale, left foot forward. Inhale, come all the way up. Woo, those are fun. Exhale, take it all the way down. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left leg comes back. Exhale, right leg comes back. Here we go. Lower. Lift. Lower. Push up. Down dog. Nice. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, right foot forward. Inhale, come all the way up. Would you believe that came to me in a dream last night? Exhale, take it all the way down. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, forward fold. Shake out your head. Rotate your wrist for those of you who have been really putting some pressure on the wrist lately. You can move the blocks if you're feeling like you need a little less of that. We're going to take that right leg back again and we're going to look for a lunge. We're just going to hang here. Specifically, a low lunge. The right knee is going to come to the floor, untuck the toes. So this is where we're going to get into our stretches. Let's go ahead and reach the arms by the ears and lift. Let your hips come forward. Draw them down. Find that stretch in the whole front of your right side. So that whole right shoulder to right knee is getting long here. And then go ahead and grab your right wrist. We've done this before. And just gently pull to the left. Finding that big stretch from armpit to hip bone. Beautiful. Let's see what happens if we take that right hand behind our head and we move our head back. And just let that left hand come to the floor or to a block. Move that right elbow back. Great. Take that left hand behind your head, come back into center, lift your chest. Reach the arms by the ears, and then carry it back down. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, and step back with your left foot. Lower down halfway, or knees, chin, chest. Inhale, lift your heart. Back down halfway. Push up. Round the spine, exhale yourself into a down dog. Draw it all the way back. Give yourself a deep breath. And then locate that right foot and bring it forward. Right foot between the hands, going down to that low lunge. Left knee to the floor, untuck your toes. Bring your arms by your ears and lift. Hold here first. Again, looking for that stretch in the front of the left side this time. So finding that stretch from the left thigh all the way up. And then gripping that left wrist with your right hand and pulling gently to the right. It's going to be different on this side, okay? So take that left hand behind your head, left elbow back, and just place that right hand either to the floor or to a block. Or maybe just let it hang. Move your head back. Move your elbow back. Beautiful. Take that right hand behind your head. Inhale back to center. Lift your chest. Reach your arms by your ears. Exhale, float it down. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Inhale, step back into plank. You know it, you love it at this point, I bet. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, push up. Exhale, pull your core and round your back to down dog. I know, we aren't sick of this yet, right? Draw those hips back. Big deep breath. Last two. Last one, really reach through the tail. And then find your left foot. Left foot's gonna come forward right between the hands. You can do the same thing with your right knee on the floor for right now, or you can keep the right knee lifted. Arms by your ears. Lift. Pull your lower belly in. Let's go ahead and inhale, straighten that left leg, find our balance as we stretch. Exhale, come down slow. Inhale, you have 3 more. Exhale, come down slow. Make sure that knee's rolling right in place here, okay? Exhale, slow. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale, slow. Beautiful. Let's spin the right heel open. Open the warrior 2. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, take it down slow. Inhale. Exhale, that knee's just going right down the track. Inhale, coming right back in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, hold that. Right where you're at, right on your warrior 2. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, left leg comes back. And then exhale, lower. Lift your chest. Lower, or just go straight to down dog. Push up, down dog. Beautiful. Let's find that right foot. Let's take it forward before we get tired of lifting our legs. Right knee over your ankle. High lunge or low lunge. If you choose low lunge, it looks like this, but eventually you're gonna have to lift that knee. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale. Don't let that right knee wobble. Inhale. Keep it in line. Get that knee in line. Strong core is what lifts us. Exhale. Back leg is strong too. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Open it to warrior 2. Same thing here, 4 to go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, hold. Lunge. Hands to the floor. Inhale, step back. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Push up. Round to draw back. Hold here, breathe. So really activating that core when you roll back into your down dog. Squeeze the core, squeeze the belly muscles in and pull back that way. Take a child's pose if you need to. Two more breaths. Awesome. Next inhalation, let's take our left foot forward. Slide it forward whatever way you want to. Take some time to get there if you need to. Keep yourself in high lunge. We're going to rotate out of it. So inhale, arms up. Good. Go ahead and stretch out real deep here. So reach those arms to the sky, straighten the left leg. Exhale, bend your left knee. Deepen the lunge even more. And then open into a wide warrior two. Good. So then from here, let's level out the hips. Find the shoulder blades drawing down the back. We're going to interlace our fingers behind our back. Move the arms away. Your chest is going to be facing forward, or forward the same way as your hips. And we're going to lower our left shoulder, not to the knee, because that's going to make us round, but towards the knee. And you're going to turn and look through that right shoulder. Arms can come as far back as you want. Hug your left knee back. Awesome. Hold here. One more breath. Let's take our right hand to our right hip bone. Left hand's going to just hang behind your left leg. We're going to straighten that left leg. You can take your fingertips to the floor, to a block, to the front of the calf with your knuckles. Move your right hip back. Engage your left thigh. Reach your right arm to the sky. Open up your chest. If you have a choice between placing your left hand behind your ankle or in front of your ankle, choose behind. So this is going to make you round a bit. So bring the arm back. Good, not too much weight on this left hand, right? Hold 3 more breaths. Last one. Awesome. Bend your left knee, come back to warrior two. Lift into that high lunge. Exhale, take it down. You know what's coming. Inhale, step back with your left foot. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, or skip this and go straight to down dog. Exhale, back down. Inhale, push. Exhale, round and roll. Nice. Hold here. Big stretches here. Big opening spaces. Get that breath back in line. One more breath. Let's take that right foot forward in between our hands. Get there whatever way you can. Legs might be getting tired. High lunge. Good. Straighten that right leg. Get a big stretch for the front of the body first. Bend that right knee. Let's open into warrior two. It's a deep warrior two. We don't always stay very deep in our warrior twos. Hands come behind our back. Interlace your fingers. Lift your chest. Find your breath. Move that right knee back. Hips and chest are level as we bring that right elbow, I'm sorry, that's your shoulder. That right shoulder towards your right knee. Don't come out of the lunge though, okay? Hold on to it. Roll that left shoulder back. Breathe. I see you holding your breath. It does not make it easier. 2 or 3 more breaths just like this though, okay? One more. Okay, left hand to your left hip, right hand's gonna come down. Start to straighten your right leg. Maybe the right hand comes to the front, right? Because we want that stretch in the side. Maybe you can easily place the hand on the floor. Maybe a block is in order. Engage your right thigh, roll your left shoulder back, left hip back, and breathe. I know, it's a long hold in triangle, but you can do it. side, I really think everyone loves triangle pose. Couple more breaths. You're doing beautifully, just keep strong. Focus that last breath here, okay? All right, you got it. Bend your right knee. Come through warrior two. Open it up into that lunge. Take those hands to the floor. Step it back into your plank. You know you can just go straight to down dog or child's pose. Open. Take it back down. Push it up. Round your spine to get to your down dog. Action happens from the core, not the legs. Stretch it back. Excellent time for child's pose. For those of you who have been wondering, when should you take it? This is a good time. Shake out your head, soften your neck. Honestly, every time is a good time for child's pose. Fighting with your kids about homework? Take child's pose. Arguing about car stuff? Take your child's pose. One more breath. Carrying to the left this time, left leg up. Left foot forward. Awesome. We're going to keep the hands on the floor here so we can carry that right foot forward about a foot. So the right toes, the right heel is going to come to the floor. The right toes are facing towards your right shoulder. It's not a complete external rotation. I think it's about 45 degrees. So the right toes are facing towards that right shoulder. We're going to go ahead and keep that left knee bent. You are familiar with this pose. It is warrior one. So the right hip's going to come forward, the left hip's going to come back, and we want to keep those hips level. Left knee wants to roll all over the place. You're going to find that control. Right hip's going to come level with that left hip on purpose. And we're going to bring those arms up. So finding warrior one. I always think it's funny saying warrior because I think I'm saying warrior. I probably am. Hold here for one more breath. A worried warrior. Straighten that left leg. Bring the hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Move the arms back, find a big deep stretch. Notice as soon as I straighten my left leg, I pushed my knee back, so now I have to re-engage. Engage your left thigh muscle, right? We're not just straightening knees to straighten knees here. Find your balance, so you're pushing down through that left big toe, right pinky toe, but not gripping the mat too much. Last breath. Awesome. Hold here, or place your hands on your hips, or grab your elbows, or I'm going to turn positions real quick. Take the palms of the hands together and place them right between or as close up to your shoulder blades as you can. Legs stay exactly as they are. We're going to bow. As we bow, the left hip comes back. The engagement of the left thigh is paramount. Right hip comes forward, and the body starts to come down. Wherever you go. What is the other modification for this? You've done it before. Hands on the block. Yeah, right on each side of your foot. This is a balance. Take some time to work it through. 2 more breaths. Core's engaged all the time. Last breath. Beautiful. Come up into warrior one. So bend your left knee, bring your arms up. Rotate your wrist. Press through your left foot. We're going to carry the right knee in. Left foot, right knee in. Awesome. You guys are getting so good at that. I'm just assuming, but I think it's true. Hold here for a moment. Very good. Let's take our left hand to our right knee and then just reach that right arm behind us. And let's come right back into center. Bring our hands together in front of our heart. And we're going to cross this right knee behind our left. And we're just going to come into a little curtsy squat. Now we're going to come right back up. Beautiful. Place that right foot onto the floor. Reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. 1 are you at in your body? Have you already thought about what you're doing today? Can you come back into your present moment, into your present space? One more breath. Awesome. So we're going to come through this again, but for this time, we're going to just have to step back with our left foot, okay? So inhale, reach all the way up. Place those hands to your hips and step your left foot back, and we're going to guesstimate that same position, okay? So right knee's over your ankle, left toes facing towards your left shoulder, right knee is bent on purpose. We're looking for that engagement of the core and the hips to be level. Slow, deep breaths. Notice that you might be turning your right side of your chest towards me a little bit, depending on where you're at, or towards the left. I want you to keep that chest facing forward, keep your hips facing forward. Straighten your right leg. Let's reach the arms up and find balance first. Different on each side. Bring the hands back and behind you, interlace your fingers. Keep that engagement of your right thigh muscle. Don't just straighten that knee. Back leg is strong, front leg is strong, hips are level. Keep breathing. Remember that you have options for different levels of your arms here. You can place your hands on your lower back. You can decide to use blocks. Or you can take that nice little reverse prayer action as high up as it'll go. Elbows move away from each other. As you exhale, engage that right thigh muscle. Spine comes down level. Head comes wherever it darn well pleases. Stay strong. Stay breathing. Stay balanced. Don't just grip the mat with your toes. Whole body active. Body active, body active. Come into that breath deep and full. Last two. Last one. Bend your right knee to help you come up. Reach your arms overhead. Big stretch. Rotate those wrists. And then let's go ahead and pull our left knee in. So pressing the weight to the right foot, pull the left knee in. Take that right hand to the outside of the left knee, reach your left arm back, look for a twist. You're almost out. One more breath. Beautiful. Come back into center. Find that balance. See if you can take that left leg behind your right knee. Come into a little bit of a curtsy squat. Push right back up. Place your left foot on the floor. Come to standing. Big deep breath in. Arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Arms down. Shift that weight towards the balls of the feet. Notice any difference that's going on in the body here. Shake out your head, soften your neck and your jaw. Last breath. Perfect. Let's step that left foot back, find our lunge, and then step our right foot back, find our plank. Here we go. Hands and knees, or excuse me, knees, chin, chest, or plank. Lower. Lift. Last one. Lower. Push up, engage your core, roll back. Stretch it back into your hips. Rock from side to side. Shake out your head. One more breath, just like this. Excellent, lift your right leg to the sky. You're going to take this right foot and you're going to place it right behind your left ankle. And you're almost going to grip the back of your left ankle between your big toe and your first toe. And I want you to push the heel of the ankle down with your toes. Yeah. Push it down. Engage your core, push your hips back. Stay in your down dog. You're stretching the back of that leg a little more. We're going to keep that right foot behind the left ankle as we shift to plank. Good? And then we're going to spin this left heel towards the floor and see if we can just keep that right foot elevated as we lift the right arm. Lifting through the outer side of the thigh. Don't push the butt back. Exhale, right hand to the floor, pull your right knee to your right wrist, and come into pigeon. That was a lot to do just to get into pigeon, wasn't it? But that's where you're at. You're in a little happy pigeon place. You can put a blanket under your glute if you want. Lift your chest. Roll your shoulder blades down. I love it when you guys comment on this video, but I'm in the middle of teaching it, so I can't actually see anything you say. But whoever just commented, I am hoping it was that you love me, and I love you too. One more breath. Take it all the way down. Relax your body. Soften and breathe here. Such a complicated way to get into a pigeon pose, and most of us really like pigeon pose. I don't, but I know a lot of people always say to me that their favorite pose is pigeon. Oddly enough, your least favorite pose is really the pose you probably have to do the most. Take a couple more breaths. Here you are. Last ones to go here. Beautiful. Let's place the hands to the floor. Move your blanket out from underneath your hip for those of you who use it because your knee hurts. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, step back into down dog. So straight back into down dog. Start to pull those heels towards the floor as you draw your hips back. Find that left foot. Place the left big toe and first toe or couple toes behind your right ankle and push that ankle down to the floor as you move your hips back. So this doesn't mean go into a plank to do this. Push your hips back. Really reach as you push down through that ankle with your left foot. All right, now we're going to carry it into a plank. So you're going to shift forward into a plank. Your foot's just kind of hanging out there. And we're going to roll to the outside of the right foot and try and lift that left leg and left arm. Not pushing our butt back. Holding here and breathing, opening our chest. And then we're going to exhale, lower the left hand, and pull the left knee forward. Walk that right leg back. Lift through the front of your chest. Use a blanket if you need to. Find your pigeon. Level out your hips. We're here for a little bit, so you're just breathing. Lots of breathing. What if I told you that was the last plank we were going to do? Go ahead and lay down. Wherever you need to be. If you're flattening off into the ground, that's fine, but don't do it by rolling onto your left buttock. Keep the buttocks level, okay? Stay within your breath. Steady inhale and exhale. You're doing great. You're winding down. You're almost out. 2 more breaths, just like this. Awesome. Okay, hands come to the floor. Last down dog. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, push back, down dog. That's just to stretch out those legs. Ooh, baby, don't they feel good? Really lengthen that tailbone back. Look for that opening in your armpits. Let's take one last breath here, really enjoying that down dog. And then shift your knees forward and take a little child's pose. Or a big one, or a medium one. Just child's pose. my blanket's that wide, so I just made it a little wider and a little bit more height under my butt. So then from here, we're gonna sit right on the edge of this blanket. On the edge of the blanket. So a lot of times I see people with their whole body, so you're really kind of at the lip. Sounds like a weird word to use for a blanket, but you're at that edge point. Yeah, lip is not the word. So then from here, we're gonna go ahead and cross the legs in a comfortable manner. Now, depending on how your legs feel right now, you might have to put blocks underneath your knees, or you might have to sit completely different. You might have to sit with one leg out. For example, that's my bad knee is sore, so I might want to extend my leg out. Or I could just change the crossing of my legs and see how that felt. So all kinds of options here for the legs. Then from here, we're gonna sit nice and tall. So we're gonna find our body lengthening upwards, settling down through the hipscape and lifting through the top of the head, finding that length on both sides. The right arm, this is your left arm is gonna come to the floor about a foot from you. You can place your hand on the block if you want. And then we're gonna reach this left arm away, palm facing you, like you're waving. And then from here, we're gonna slide that arm, and we're gonna keep the arms really wide to start. So you're almost like you're coming in for a really big hug. And then we're gonna stretch this hand, the right arm, by your right ear. And I'm gonna ask you to keep the palms towards me for a moment because I want you to explore the range of the shoulder. So the palm facing me, palm of the hand comes behind the head, and then the elbow's gonna draw back. We're gonna keep this left shoulder from coming to the ear. For some of you, you can drop the elbow to the floor and still keep your right buttock on the ground. Mazel tov, do it if you want to. If you can't, don't. Move your head back, breathe, roll your head back. I see you. Roll your shoulders down, hug your elbow back. Last breath. Awesome. Keep that right hip on the floor for those of you with the elbow down. Extend the right arm by your right ear. Now reach the palm towards the ground. Or point the palm towards the ground. Get a big stretch here. See how that changed the side of your rib? Nice. What happens if you were to turn your palm towards the back wall? Not even probably possible for most of you. And by most of you, I mean me. And then let's go ahead and stretch back up. Lift off the elbow for those of you who are elbowing, and bring the arms out to the side. Exhale, bring the hands together, round your spine, look towards the heels. Inhale, open your arms wide, shoulder blades down. Exhale, round your spine, palms together. Inhale, open wide, shoulder blades down. Two more. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. One more. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Beautiful. We're going to take it over to the right. Right hand comes down, maybe on a block. Left arm keeps stretching away from us. Really getting some space here. Big giant hug coming at you. Pushing down through that left hip, walking our right hand away. Maybe the right elbow comes down here. If the left buttock comes up, as you just saw my left buttock did, then you have to stay on your hands, okay? Or you can put a block under your elbow. So you're only working within the measure that your body can give you. So it's each side of your body is different. We're just happy to be here. Go ahead and bend, or excuse me, reach the arm by your ear first. Your palm is going to face towards me to the front. So the thumb is facing down. We're not dropping into our ears or shoulders. We're lengthening out of the neck, bending that top elbow, hand behind the head. Your head came forward to do that, so I want you to roll your head back and roll your elbow back. Open it up, open your chest. Open space, bring your head back. Drop that left hip. Really press the buttock into the floor. Just breathe, you're doing great. Get that stretch though. Get that opening space. Release the hand from behind the head. Turn the palm to face the ground and stretch the arm behind the ear a little bit more. Don't pull your head forward to get there, okay? Open it up though. See how that changed the stretch? Maybe you want to try turning your palm to the back of the wall. Beautiful, lift up. Come all the way up, arms out to the side. Elbows are going to bend towards your ribs and you're going to be in this kind of W position. And then we're going to exhale, take the elbows together. Inhale to that W, squeeze these shoulder blades down and back and the elbows together. Exhale, elbows together. Inhale, squeeze back. Exhale together. We did this yesterday. One more. Together. Beautiful. Lift those arms by your ears. And forward fold. Take it all the way down. Stretch your fingertips as far away from you as you'd like to. And let your head rest to the floor. Or to a block. Or to whatever you can bring your head onto. Just breathe here. One more breath. We're going to take it to the left. Start to carry yourself all the way over to the left. Stretch through both your arms. Get as much space as you feel comfortable being in. Really open up your right side of your body. Beautifully done. Let's take it all the way over to your right. Across body, to the right. Press down through your left buttock. Stretch as far over as you can. Doing good. Let's take 2 or 3 more breaths. All the way back at the center. See if you can get a little deeper. And then slide yourself all the way up. Perfect. I'm going to turn so that so my knees and feet face the small side of my mat. I'm going to come off my blanket and rock on over onto my buttocks. So from here, I want to take my buttocks back just a little bit, so I have a little space between my ankles and my buttocks. I'm going to place my hands onto the floor behind me, and I'm going to lift my right knee into my chest. Flex your right foot, take the right ankle onto your left thigh. So we're keeping the foot flexed on purpose here. That way we can protect the knee. And then from here, depending on your level of comfort, we're going to start to bring that left heel a little closer towards our buttocks. And we're going to start here. So the left heel comes in a little bit. Keeping that right foot flexed, it's important. Doesn't have to be over flexed, just a little. Maybe you'd like to walk your hands close to your buttocks. Maybe you're going to keep your left foot to the floor and walk your buttocks closer to your left heel. So now we're deepening that figure 4 stretch. Just kind of hanging out. Thinking of positive thoughts the whole time. What if we draw the left foot towards the right hip and place that right foot on the floor? So now, my left heel is towards my right buttock. My right foot is on the outside of my left thigh. I can wrap my left arm around my right knee. I know, it's like a pretzel. And then the right hand can come behind me. It's just a sneaky way to get into a twist. It's like the Spanish Inquisition. Nobody expected it. If you get that reference, you are my people. Come back into center. Let's come right back in. Here we go. Feet onto the floor. Hips are back a little bit. We want to give ourselves room to move around for this. The left leg is the one that's going to come up. So left knee comes in, left ankle to your right thigh, left foot stays flexed. Hold here first, lift your chest, engage your core. Don't round, lift. And then start to bring your right heel closer to your buttock. It's not going to touch maybe right away. You're just going to kind of hang out here. We want to give time for our hips to open. Give time for the stretch to work. You need a little rocking side to side if you want. A little nervous energy. And then from here, move your right buttock towards your heel. Walk yourself in a little bit. Lift your chest. Don't lean back, okay? Keep lifting your chest. You're doing great. You're just kind of hanging out, finding where the stretch feels on this side. It's going to be different every time. It's always different. All right, we're gonna try that twist. So we're gonna drop the right knee to the side. The right heel's gonna come closer to the left buttock. Left foot stays right where it's at, just on the floor. Right arm around the left knee, left hand behind you, and twist. Just breathing. Nice and tall. Strong breath. It's good to breathe deeply into your ribs and into your lungs here because it is a twist and we're actually kind of conditioning the musculature of our expiration or our breath work. All right, let's come back through center, but this time you're just going to sit with a crossed leg. Wherever you are is fine. Hands come to the knees. We're going to do a couple seated cat-cows, and then we're going to make our way down to the floor. So inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, round. There's 4 of them. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Come all the way back into seated. Let the shoulders draw back and down for a moment. Maybe bring the spine so it's more upright. And then when you're ready, you're going to lay down onto your mat. So, blanket under the head for those of you who like to sit with your blanket, sleep with your blanket under your head. Not sleep, Shavasana. Or you can even, for those of you who would have some lower back pain, because sometimes we don't mean for it to happen, but we get lower back pain, you can make a bolster out of a blanket. And you can place this blanket under your knees when you lay down. So you just kind of create a little bit of space for them. And this will take some of the pressure off of your lower back. So if you need that option, please go ahead and take it because it's a really good option, especially if you deal with lower back pain very often. So finding a position that's comfortable for you, and then once you're down on the mat, you have a couple options here. You can go straight down and just relax the body. You might have been tuckered out after class today, and you might just be happy to be here. Just happy for some peace and quiet for a moment. But for those of you who need a little extra support for a moment, you can choose to do your knees to your chest. Maybe even curl yourself into a ball, or rock from side to side. Or you can try a twist. And you can do this a couple times because you're not in a class, you're not going to be distracting anyone if you need to add a couple more things to your yoga practice right now. Some of you really like inversions, if you want to do a plow or a shoulder stand here. But looking for whatever you need to settle your system for a moment and to give yourself the feeling of having a complete practice in your body. And then laying down onto the ground, into your Shavasana or corpse pose. And I keep saying this, and I will say it forever, this is the hardest part of your yoga practice, is to allow yourself to lay down and do nothing for a very short period of time. It's just not the way we are wired, it seems. Allow your eyes to close. For those who are bouncing out early, because Shavasana is just a pain for you, I understand. Or you just don't have time because your children are running around. I understand. As you lay on your back, start to deepen your breath. Feel the rise and fall of your belly. Allow your shoulders to roll back and down. And feel the parts of your body that are connected to the earth. Let yourself be completely relaxed for as long as you can here. Give yourself complete permission to breathe and let go. Knowing that you deserve time, that you don't have to accomplish, compete, or create. Maintaining that slow, steady inhale and exhale this whole time. And resting in the strength you create and the space you create. And feel the movement and rhythm of the breath. Settling and letting go. Quieting and softening. And then when you're ready, start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Wake your body up very carefully, very slowly. And then from here, go ahead and pull your knees to your chest and roll to your right side. And then pressing your left hand into the ground, come all the way up into seated. Close your eyes for a moment. Relax your shoulders. And soften and let go. Just a little more in this seated position. And as always, let's end our class. Palms together in front of your heart and bowing your head. Thank you very much for visiting with me today and doing practice. If you haven't heard yet, I have a YouTube channel and all of these videos get uploaded to it. It would be great if you could subscribe. And also, if it's in your practice, namaste. And if not, then I wish you the best Friday. And please stay safe. Please stay sane. Please stay comforted by the knowing that there are many people out there who love you, care for you, and want you to be happy. I am one of them.